always thought alien life would come from the stars. But it came from deep beneath the Pacific.
What the hell is going on?
The first kaiju made land in San Francisco. The second attack hit Manila. And then the third one hit Cabo. And then we learned this was not going to stop. In order to fight monsters, we created monsters of our own. We needed a new weapon. The Jaeger program was born. Two pilots, our minds, our memories, connected. And man and machine become one.
Apocalypse!
It is pretty cool.
Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rim is an action-adventure sci-fi movie that was released on July 12, 2013. This movie is with Charlie Hunnam, Idris Elba, Charlie Day, and Ron Perlman, to name a few. People seem to really like this one, so let's see if it's good by starting with the story. The story follows a war between kaiju monsters and humanity. The humans decide to use giant robots to fight the monsters. But will the robots be enough to avoid the apocalypse? Overall, this is a pretty fucking good story. First of all, the premise is so fucking cool. Robots fighting aliens is a fucking awesome idea. It kind of reminds me of Getter Robo Armageddon, if you've seen that anime series. There are moments where they used the Getter robots to fight aliens in it. But there are also some genuinely good elements about the story too. First of all, this is probably the best use of the whole hero reluctant to go on the mission cliche that, to be honest, I don't fucking like. But it is usually because the hero doesn't even have a reason to not accept it, and he tries to justify it with shitty excuses. Or sometimes he doesn't even bother giving a reason why. But in this movie, you actually get to experience why Beckett is reluctant to join the Jaeger program at first. The very first scene shows his brother dying in a battle between the monsters, so he quit and tried to build a wall to keep the kaiju out. You can understand why he would be hesitant to do this again. He just doesn't want to go through that again. But at the same time, you also know that the alternative that Beckett chooses is even worse. Because the wall that the government ordered to build doesn't even work to keep the kaiju out. They straight up break through. Stacker asks an important question. Would you rather die here or in the robot? What I'm trying to say is, you can see where both men are coming from. I also really do like the character of Mako and the dynamic between her and Beckett. She is a person who really wants to pilot a Jaeger, but is denied by Stacker to do it. Even though it is made pretty clear that Beckett and Mako actually do make a good pair, because they have a strong bond. The Jaeger can only work if the two humans controlling it have a strong bond. This is shown at its best when Becker fights one of the men who is training with them. This is because he insulted Mako pretty fucking viciously. Although Stacker calls Beckett and Mako to his office. But it's actually not because of the fight that Becker got into. It is actually because of an incident in the Jaeger that led Mako to focus on way too much on a traumatic memory and almost destroyed the facility. This is because the machine allows you to access the other person's memories. Stacker thinks that May is not cut out for it because of her past. But Beckett assures her that the first time is kind of nerve-wracking. Come to think of it, a lot of Stacker's decisions kind of put the organization in jeopardy a lot of the time. But anyway, I really fucking love that their relationship between Beckett and Mako never turns romantic. It would have been so easy to do that. But it is more of a friendship than anything. See, not every man and woman has to have a romantic relationship in a movie. Honestly, I wish more movies would not have the man and woman have a romantic relationship. Stacker himself is actually pretty fucking based, despite his flaws. When he decides to take over for one of the pilot's injured brothers, that is a damn good moment. And even the reason why he sent Beckett and Mako to his office shows that he really does care about Mako. Hannibal Chu is an expert on kaiju monsters and sells parts of them in China. He is definitely the most vulgar character out of everyone in the movie. But he is pretty entertaining when he does come up. And he has some damn good banter. He has some damn good banter with Newton, the scientist studying the kaiju. What he finds is really fascinating. The kaiju monsters are legitimately evil. They are not mindless creatures who kill humans because it is in their nature. They're deliberately trying to kill all humans so they can consume the world for their own. In the words of Newton, they're fucking raging communists trying to control the world. That is actually some genius writing. Communism, by design, is an evil economic system. I could talk about this story all day, but because it's just that damn good. So let's move on to the action scenes. The action scenes are pretty fucking good. You mainly get fighting from the robot and the monsters, but the robot has some pretty cool weapons too, like a blue blaster and a sword. Some robots also have rocket launchers. It makes it so that the action is a little bit more interesting. There are also some explosions in the final action scene. They are shot and edited pretty well. It is overall really fucking satisfying. The production values are also pretty good. The cinematography, editing, sound, and visual effects are all really good. I don't really have any complaints. The music is decent. I love the leitmotif used in the score, but it also has a decent song in the end credits, which is Drift by Blake Perlman featuring RZA. Overall, Pacific Rim is a pretty good movie. I will admit some of the dialogue is not the greatest, but overall it has a pretty tightly written story, awesome action scenes with robots killing kaiju bastards, and slick production values. This is probably my favorite Guillermo del Toro movie. I may piss some people off with that opinion, but I don't care. It's one hell of a fun ride. I give Pacific Rim 4 out of 5 stars with the title of Awesome. Anyway, I'm Spike Robot. If you like this video, you can subscribe to my channel, and feel free to support me on Patreon and follow me on Instagram. If you support me on Patreon, you can get exclusive updates on my next video. And if you follow me on Instagram, you can see all the pictures I took in Venice, Italy. So go check this out if you really want to. See you next time on The Freedom Jingos.